Welcome to Time Capsule Tales, your gateway to lesser-known historical gems. I'm Chase, your host, unveiling hidden stories that captivate curiosity and enrich your historical knowledge. From ancient to contemporary events, we spotlight overlooked moments shaping our world. Join us as we dive into history's untold secrets on a captivating adventure through time. Let's get started. In this episode, we delve into the remarkable story of Virginia Hall, one of the most important American spies during World War II. Despite her significant contributions, Hall's story remained relatively unknown until recent times. Born to a wealthy Baltimore family in 1906, Virginia Hall was raised to marry within her privileged circle. However, she harbored different aspirations and sought adventure. After a severe hunting accident in Turkey left her with a prosthetic leg, Hall's dreams of joining the diplomatic corps were shattered. Undeterred, she embarked on a new path, eventually becoming an integral part of the British Special Operations Executive during World War II. Assigned to the Haute-Loire Department in France, Virginia went beyond her mission to provide intelligence on Vichy France. She expanded her agent network into an essential logistical hub and became an expert at organizing resistance movements, supplying agents with money, weapons, and supplies, and helping downed airmen to escape. Despite early failures and setbacks, Hall proved to be a natural spy, always staying one step ahead of the Gestapo. The Germans eventually realized they were pursuing a limping lady, but Hall constantly changed her appearance, sometimes embodying 4 different women in a single afternoon with varying code names. Her spirit was unbreakable, and she remained steadfast in the face of danger. A race against time ensued as Virginia Hall worked tirelessly to help downed Allied airmen and escaped prisoners of war evade capture in Nazi-occupied France. The Gestapo was hot on her trail, distributing wanted posters throughout Vichy France, urging their agents to find and destroy her. Despite the constant danger, Hall refused to give up. She had established a network of safe houses and contacts in the Lyon region, and she was determined to use these resources to assist as many people as possible. When she received word that an American airman had been shot down and required assistance, she immediately sprang into action. Working quickly and efficiently, Hall coordinated with her network to provide the airman with everything needed to evade the Nazis and make his way to safety. She arranged for shelter, medical care, and new identity papers, all while keeping a watchful eye on her surroundings and staying one step ahead of the Gestapo. The stakes were high and the tension was palpable. Every move Hall made could mean the difference between life and death for the airman and for herself. But she refused to be deterred, continuing to work tirelessly, driven by a fierce determination to help as many people as she could. As days turned into weeks, and weeks into months, Hall's operation grew in size and scope. She helped dozens of Allied personnel evade capture and return to the fight against the Nazis. But the Gestapo was always on her trail, and she knew that at any moment they could catch up to her and end her mission for good. In November 1942, Hall was forced to flee France as Gestapo chief Klaus Barbie closed in on her. With a prosthetic leg she nicknamed Cuthbert, Virginia embarked on an arduous journey across the Pyrenees to find a freedom trail that would lead her to safety. She climbed over 6,000 feet, navigating rocky terrain and treacherous conditions, drawing strength from the stories of others who had made this climb before her. Hall's story is on display at the CIA Museum, where she is known as the most highly decorated female civilian during World War II. Virginia Hall died in 1982, and until recently, her story remained confined to the intelligence community. However, now, more than 70 years after her wartime exploits in France, and almost 40 years after her death, Virginia Hall is finally gaining recognition. Her story has been told in multiple books including A Woman of No Importance by Sonia Purnell, and movies such as A Call to Spy from 2019. At the CIA, recruits train in a building named the Virginia Hall Expeditionary Center, honoring her legacy. Hall faced discrimination as a woman throughout her career, and her accomplishments were largely unrecognized during her lifetime. She joined the newly formed CIA after the war, and worked there for 15 years, primarily at headquarters, where she faced bureaucratic challenges and was confined to a desk. However, she thrived on the adrenaline of acting independently in the field during wartime, and felt unfulfilled in her later years. Despite these challenges, Hall's legacy lives on as an inspiration to others. The Virginia Hall Expeditionary Center at the CIA trains recruits in her honor, and her story has finally gained recognition in popular culture. Virginia Hall's journey through the Pyrenees serves as a reminder of the resilience, bravery, and determination of those who risked everything to fight for what is right. It is a story that should be remembered and celebrated for years to come. As we wrap up this episode, we hope you've enjoyed exploring the incredible life of Virginia Hall, an unsung hero whose resilience and bravery continue to inspire. Thanks for joining us on this journey into history's hidden corners. And remember, there are always more stories to uncover. If you enjoyed the show, please share it with friends and subscribe for more fascinating tales from the past. I'm Chase, your host, and until our next adventure through time, keep discovering the untold stories that shape our world. See you next week on Time Capsule Tales.